Hey guys, remember how terrified we were our freshman year at band camp?
Oh
yeah.
Yeah, I remember that
time when I threw my horn at a bee.
No, I remember my freshman year when I played bass drum. It was so ridiculous. Like, I could not see over that thing. And y'all remember Hanby Stadium had that huge cement block like in the back?
Yeah.
Totally crashed into it. The whole band just turns around and looks
How
at
do you
me.
even do that?
No, I remember one time my freshman year, and I was like, scared walking in the band hall. So first day we had to have instruments at freshman marching camp. And I walked in the band hall, looked around, and everybody else had their instruments, and didn't realize it was still in the car. Had to go after it. I had to chase my mom down the street.
Dude, that sucks.
How do you do that?
I know, a similar thing happened to me freshman year whenever I walked out of my car at Memorial for the first time and I noticed I was wearing flip-flops. So I had to go back home.
Oh my gosh.
I remember the first day of flag camp, and we were running our laps, and I fell. But our freshman year, the music was hard. I remember I squeaked a lot.
She doesn't even play an instrument.
Yeah, we lost a lot of good players, but I think things were still great. We had a great Alamo Dome experience.
Yeah. Even through everything, we came up third, and even though third's not where we wanted to be, I was proud of having that medal.
Wow.
Third in the state.
It just felt like forever for them to finally just say our name.
In third places, dead silence. And I'm like, oh my gosh,
Yes,
just say it.
just say it.
And then when they finally called our names, it took me 2 minutes to really realize that.
Yes, basically. Yeah, I was like, that's us. Yeah.
I remember crying right before we even started marching. We were just standing there front, and that sea of green just stood up and was clapping. And
I remember taking the first step and then counting off, and I hear somebody go, 1, 2, come on Barbie, let's go party.
Oh my god.
I was like, come on Barbie, let's go party. And I took the first step and I was like, I have no earthly idea where I'm going.
But we worked our hardest and we really got what we deserved, and that was definitely our best performance that year.
I'll admit though, sophomore year was pretty cool because we weren't the newbies anymore, and we could actually watch the freshmen see what we went through.
Yeah, because it was awesome because we actually knew what was going on, but it was difficult at the same time because we kind of had to deal with teaching new people.
Yeah.
Hey guys!
Hey,
y'all!
Hey!
I'm joining
We were just talking about our sophomore year and how we had to teach you guys a bunch of stuff and it took forever.
That was our freshman year.
But at the end of the year, there were so many changes.
The day that everybody got called into the band hall for that meeting.
I didn't know what it was. I was so scared.
It was so hard because it was so hard to keep myself together and comfort other people as well as 'cause I remember the people I was sitting by, they just couldn't they were crying so hard they literally couldn't breathe.
That was me.
Because he wasn't only our band director, he was so much more than that, along with Mr. Davis and them. And even Mr. Colson had to get up and leave because he was gonna cry.
But Mr. Davis said he's leaving. He's just like,
I'm gonna be on a cruise.
I'm going too. I'm gonna be on a cruise. Bye. And I'm like,
But even losing them, we gained Mr. Newman as head, and
we gave this down to
Mr.
Mr. Gore, which is
honestly,
they're pretty awesome.
I could not
gonna
ask
lie.
for better band directors at all.
and
Tish, tish.
we were scared for a while because they didn't know who they were gonna put up there. They didn't know,
Yeah.
But Mr. Colson had a plan and ended up working out in his
The awesome part was that in the end we were still co-team.
I'll always remember when he said, these trophies are always going to be here. I'm just going to be the one who's leaving. Y'all are the one who did all of this. That really hit me.
Because we make the difference. They don't make the difference. We do. It's our effort that we put forth, whether we want to do it or not.
They're there, and really they just tell us what to do and where to go and what set to go to and how to run this and how to play this. But if you don't play it like that, it's not going to come out like that. It's all us.
I'm sure.
It's crazy to think about though that all those trophies in there are past people's legacies. Whoa.
It's crazy to look at the pictures on the wall and just be like,
Mr.
hey, look,
And
there's me.
Downs
Miss
graduated
Downs.
too.
Yeah.
And then Mr. Gore was here in 09.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Mom. Yeah. All right. Yeah, I'll see you guys later. I gotta go.
Oh, Chris, you remember that last year was our year, man. We
Yeah.
It was the first year as officers. You know how scared we were?
Do you remember the first competition?
Like the one that I got up and I put my hands up and I was like,
Not even the first competition, but like the parent performance thing this summer. Oh gosh, I was terrified.
right, there were
Man.
so many people and you had to stand on this big stand. Everybody was watching you.
Wasn't that your first year as an officer too? Weren't you an officer?
Yes.
Yeah, I could have swore. Yeah.
Even though we just like done through so many changes, like we were just going. We were cruising.
But I feel like everyone as a whole was like power, 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 and we were like unstoppable.
Yeah, we definitely were.
We had so much to fight through, so much to
Yeah.
go
Right.
for.
We had like
so much passion.
yeah, we had the fire in our hearts, and like no one could ever
We
put
had
that
the
out.
chimp
And-
on our shoulder.
But like that year was awesome. And then like we got the door slammed in our face.
Yeah, but even though we went through all of that, you know, we tried out for the next year of band and we had elections and now we're all here.
Do you guys remember how it felt to be called into the band hall and then find out that we weren't going to stay?
I was so scared. I just remember because like everything was weird and it was raining. And just had no
Okay,
idea what was going on.
I knew something was wrong because like during rehearsal, like all day.
Mr. Newman,
Miss
Mr.
Downs
Olsen
ran
was
rehearsal.
there.
That's
Yes,
when you know
that's
something's
right.
wrong.
Yeah, we didn't go outside, and I just could. You just had that
Yeah.
feeling, and
Yeah,
especially
what?
whenever said everyone just stay in the band hall, and I just remember
The
last
rocks in
time
your
we stayed in the band
stomach.
hall, what we heard. What is it gonna be? This
And then he got a chair and put it in the
and he put it in the front of the band hall.
You know, but even then, like that brought us closer than ever.
Yes,
Like,
it just taught me so much. Just like watching Mr. Newman and how strong he was, it taught me that even though being honest might not always be the easiest thing, it's always the right thing.
Whenever he finally told us the truth, I just gained so much more respect for the band and for the program and for him and for all of us, like all together, that we could all handle that news and like not totally shut down. That we still fought our way through Frisco. That we still fought our way to the end, and we didn't actually. Like,
Oh my gosh, that
Okay.
area performance
Yes.
the next day was
Yes.
on
Oh my
fire!
Okay.
That was pulled out in 2 days.
Okay,
Going
that-
from the very
Yes.
bottom on
To
the
the very
27th.
top in a day.
And then the next day being like, oh, well, are we going? Oh, we're going. Okay, ready, set, go. And then we went on Saturday. And
We
it's like,
had so much
all right.
fire in our
We
hearts.
wanted it. We really
like
wanted
giving
it.
though we
goosebumps
didn't
talking
know-
about it.
Even though we didn't know if we were going to be able to go to state or not, we gave it our all, and it
Yeah.
just felt amazing.
I don't care what anybody says. I deserve to be in that Alamo Dome. I made my way there. And even though
made
I
it.
didn't get to go, that Frisco Centennial performance was my state performance.
The thing about it is, like,
on the ground.
going to state is not to go for a trophy or for some kind of title or a medal to wear around your neck. I mean, it's awesome that we have this piece of bronze to wear,
It's
but
not even full.
It's
it
not
doesn't
even-
it doesn't really signify or like fully subject to what we put throughout the year. What mattered to us was doing our best, and we did that at area, and we did that year.
Put our
It's-
and having
it's
pride in every performance we did.
Yeah, this
Like
doesn't
ours.
measure up as much as like how close we have all gone together as a band.
How much
In
work
Frisco?
we put into
Yeah,
it.
we've
Like-
been through so much.
Frisco that year, even though that was like, you know, we walked off the field and we were like, yes, that was my performance. That was everything that I wanted in that year, and I left it on that field. And that feeling, like, I know if I'd given any less that day, that I'd walked away and been like, I could have given so much more. And like, it's just a feeling of, I'm so like
Proud to be
relieved
part of the
and
Pokey
proud.
Pirate band.
And, you know, I remember walking back into the stands at Frisco to dismiss, and everybody was still holding hands, and everybody was still cheering. And, like, to walk up into that feeling, like, I'm still getting goosebumps. But to walk up
remember
into
that.
that, and everybody, like, it made me legit cry. Like, I was standing there crying.
Do you remember at Mesquite March at Plano East? Whenever we were all bummed, but we knew we did our best, and Mr. Newman looks at us and was like, "That was the performance of a champion." And then we're dismissing, and we're like, "We're gonna make it rain," and then we're dismissing, and you're like, "Eyes with pride."
I remember that, and I started going for the fallout, and then I was like, I'm just gonna stop. I can't do anything right now. Okay, everybody come back. Okay,
Everybody was just cheering, and we just, it was an awesome moment.
That was meant to happen. Yeah, but that year like really prepared us for the next year. It really did, I feel like. But seriously though, like everything we went through, it really led up to this year because I mean like, this is my senior year, man. Yeah.
It's our time to shine. Yeah, we really started off with a bang.
We really, I mean, like, especially whenever we just got all of part 1 done before school even started.
And part two. Yeah, we really come so far already.
It's gonna be about the work we put in now, though. I mean, if we don't put in work now, what's it gonna be at Duncanville? What's it gonna be at Little Elm?
Yeah, because we've already talked about, like, what we've done in past years, but it all really comes down to what's happening now. We can't dwell on what we've done in the past.
Like Mr. Newman said, I want to walk into this band hall after Duncanville on November 3rd and know that throughout my 4 years of high school, I did my best in everything I could have done and gave it all.
That's our last.
We gotta have swag, guys.
Honestly, even if I don't come up with first or I don't beat Dripping Springs, but I know I went. And I left everything on that field, every last ounce of everything I had. Our final competition as seniors, like,
no reason
to know,
regret.
I won't regret that. That'll be the best.
This is our, like, for seniors, this is our state year. This is the standard we leave for everyone else's state year. This is what it really, like, comes down to. So, like,
I mean, if we don't leave this year off great, as seniors, what's this program gonna turn to?
We are what we leave behind.
Boom.
What's your legacy
this
gonna be?
next year's state year is just as much our state year as it is theirs. Yeah. Because what we leave behind now, the legacy we leave behind now, is the legacy that they get to carry on and make better.
And that's why, as officers, we should all go next year and sit together and cheer the Poteet Pirate Band on.
Yeah.
But like,
we'll be in the sea of green.
We can do
But this year has got to be off the top, off the chart.
Yeah, that's like the real question is just like, what are we all going to do as a band all together to look back on this year and not have any regrets and just know that we just gave it our all.
Be motivated.
Work hard. Have no regrets.
Be determined.
Be on time.
Be focused.
Leave it all on the field.
Have respect for yourself and others.
Cover down.
Be intense.
Be relentless.
Remember who you represent.
Be undeniable.
Have integrity.
Have a performance of pride.
Do you have what it takes to be a champion?